Hello guys, welcome back to Basics of Mechatronics class. This session aims to explain you about two different languages of programming, which are Arduino IDE and MATLAB. Yeah, firstly I would like to show you the environment. The Arduino IDE provides us this programming area. In which the template is available already. While in MATLAB, in the programming area is totally blank, is totally empty once you open the MATLAB. So I think up to this point, the Arduino IDE get 1 point. The MATLAB has no point. Alright, the next one is there is a compile button. Compile button. I've explained this. It is useful for us to check whether our programming is correct already or not. In the MATLAB, there is a very small area here, indicating whether our program is correct or not. I think. In this term, both of softwares are 1 and 1. There is no winner up to this point. And then in the MATLAB, there is a command window. On the Arduino IDE, there is not. Command window is the area on which we can monitor the existing values of the variables. Further than that, there is a workspace, making a list of all variables we make during the programming. I think up to this point, MATLAB offers us so many features that are not available on the Arduino IDE. The decision is in your hand. I'm just introducing you both objectively. The last one is that there is a upload or download button allowing us to deliver the program we have made to the Arduino. After the downloading process is done, we can let the Arduino running independently without our computer. Unfortunately, MATLAB has no upload or download button. Up to this point, I don't know how to deliver or how to send the code from the MATLAB to the Arduino. Maybe some of you know better than me. Please let me know if you know how to deliver the program from the MATLAB to the Arduino, and then you can let the the Arduino works independently without our MATLAB, without our computer. Let's go to the next session. When we open the Arduino IDE, there is a template. But the MATLAB is blank, so we have to make it by ourselves. Suppose that we have done the minimum requirement for the programming. Now I want to make an apple-to-apple comparison for both softwares. The first one is void setup. So anything you write here will be run once. So this is called as setup code. For instance, if you have digital pin number 13, you can set the digital pin as input or output. If you want to set the pin out number 13 as output, you have to declare here. That's why it is called as setup code area. Other than that, suppose that number 13 is input, and then here, output lah, let's say number 13 is output, and then anything you write here, yeah, will be executed repeatedly. Yeah, for instance, at the first line, yeah, you execute pinout number 13 high or active. Okay, it means that the system or the robot will be running, and then after that, yeah, you execute wait 3 seconds, and then turn off pinout number 13. The robot will stop, and then wait again for several seconds. Once you have reached this point or this line, the programming or the execution will be going back to this code. Yeah, so it will be executed repetitively or repeatedly. Yeah. Okay, similar to that, yeah, in the MATLAB, firstly you have to declare clear close all CLC. Yeah, I think they are compulsory. Yeah, clear is clearing all variables we have made before. It is closing all figure or windows we have opened before. It is for clearing the command window. Yeah. Okay, clearing all variable, clearing all information written on command window, yeah, aims to avoid confusion. Yeah, sometimes the variables we have declared before, yeah, is no longer useful to us. So at the very beginning of running the Arduino, we have to erase all variables we have made. A equals to Arduino is the key. Yeah. Without this, yeah, the MATLAB will not be able to recognize the hardware. Yeah, because Arduino is a strange object, yeah, to the MATLAB. So what we do is introducing or declaring the hardware as a variable. Yeah, so in the next time, in the next programming in the future, A, yeah, will represents the hardware. So if you write down A here, A is the Arduino being detected by the MATLAB and the computer. Okay, and then you can set the setup, write the setup code here. Everything you write here will be executed once. Yeah, and then to make an endless loop, yeah, I'm using a while looping. Yeah, so I equal to 1. This is a dummy variable. Yeah, it has no meaning, but as long as the I is equal to 1, yeah, while I equal to 1, everything written here will be executed repeatedly, endlessly, until we shut down the Arduino. Yeah, please pay attention to the detail. I double equal 1. Yeah, double equals means that this program aims to detect or to recognize the value of 1. Yeah, it is not declaration. The declaration has been done here. I is equal to 1. This is declaration. But this one is for identification purpose. Yeah, to check if the value of I is still equal to 1 or not. Yeah, of course, as long as there is no code here related to I at all, yeah, the while looping will be endless. All right, the next one is some important translations. Yeah. Okay, I have explained to you about the template. So now it's the time to tell you one by one about the programming I have written inside the looping area. Yeah. Okay, number 1, sensor value equals to analog read A0. Yeah. Imagine that we have a position sensor ranging between 0 up to 10 millimeters. Yeah. And the sensor convert the position, yeah, from millimeters to millivolts or 2 volts. Yeah, let's say that 0 millimeter is 0 volt, 10 millimeters is 5 volts. Yeah. Okay, unfortunately, the Arduino IDE does not recognize voltage, ya. Instead, it recognizes 0 up to 1023 in form of integer, ya. So if you execute this number and then you get 0, it means that the voltage delivered by the sensor is exactly 0 volt. Yeah, which means that the position of the object is 0 millimeter. If the number you get is 1023, yeah, it means that the voltage being measured by the pinout A0 is exactly 5 volts, the maximum, yeah, which represents 10 millimeters, the maximum object can be detected or can be measured by the sensor. Yeah, okay, so this integer must be interpreted by yourself. Yeah, you have to convert this by yourself into voltage, into millimeters by yourself. Depends on the sensitivity of the sensor. Yeah. Okay, please have a look at this one. INT stands for integer. Yeah. The sensor value, yeah, most likely in integer starting from 0 up to 1023. This maximum number comes from the fact that the Arduino I use here has specification of 10 bits. Yeah, 10 bits, 2 power 10 is 1024. But since we are counting starting from 0 instead of 1, yeah, it stops at 1023. Yeah, if you want to convert this into voltage, yeah, please see this one, float voltage. Yeah, float means that the result or the number of voltage is floating. Yeah, there is decimation. For instance, 2.5 volts. Yeah, 2.5. It's not integer. Yeah, unlike the sensor value, we can generate any number with its decimation starting from 0 up to 5. But of course, yeah, the value of voltage must be following or must be based on this mathematical operation. Yeah, sensor value times 5 over 1023. Yeah, if you have sensor value is equal to maximum, which is 1023, the voltage will be 5. Yeah, and remember that this is a floating number. Okay, if you are using double slash and then you write anything after, yeah, it is a command, not considered a command. Yeah, not an instruction, not a program. Yeah, it's your notes. And then while in the MATLAB, yeah, you don't need to declare whether this one integer, whether this one is floating. It doesn't care. The MATLAB doesn't care about that. If you grab the voltage value, yeah, voltage equals to read voltage A0, what you will get is a number. Of course, this will be a floating number without any declaration using INT as we did in the Arduino IDE. Yeah, all right. It is slightly different. Yeah, in the Arduino IDE we are using analog rate, results in 0 up to 1023 in form of integer. But in the MATLAB, it obtains the voltage directly using this command. Yeah, so it's a language. Yeah, we have to memorize every single word. Even this one is case sensitive because the V is uppercase. If you write it down as lowercase, the program doesn't run. Yeah, A, yeah, represents the hardware we have declared above. A0 with prime before and after, yeah, represents the pin at which the sensor is attached. Yeah. Okay, if you want to convert the voltage into sensor value, which is rarely performed, yeah, I've never used this, but okay, let me introduce you how to convert the voltage into sensor value. The voltage must be multiplied by 1023 divided by 5, yeah, and in the front of this we have to put rounding function. Yeah, suppose that the number you get is, let's say, 5.1 or yeah 7.1 lah, let's say. Yeah, you will be rounding this to be 7 instead of 7.1. That's why I'm writing a note here. The result is an integer because of this rounding function. Okay, one more thing. Boolean expression, Boolean variable. Yeah, Boolean represents a state of digital input such as metal detector. Yeah, if the metal detects an object which is made of metal, it will send 5 volt. Yeah, and then 5 volt will be interpreted as 1, yeah, by the software. Okay. In MATLAB, if you want to declare a variable, yeah, in form of Boolean, all you need to do is just writing down x equal to 1. Yeah. Okay. We don't need to declare whether this one is Boolean, floating, or integer. Yeah. So the MATLAB doesn't care whether this one is Boolean, integer, or floating. Yeah. Okay, this is just to declare a new variable. Now let me declare another Boolean variable y. Yeah, y equals to digital read 12. Yeah, imagine that pin out number 12 is connected to a metal detector. Yeah. So the value of y depends on the existence of metal. If the metal is present around the detector, the value of y will be automatically 1. If there is no metal around the detector, it will be equal to 0. So the value of this depends on the hardware. Yeah, in the MATLAB, it is slightly different. Y equal to read digital pin A D12 with prime before and after. Yeah. Okay, and then I would like to tell you about if condition. Yeah. In the Arduino IDE, if y equal to 1, which means that there is a metal being detected, the value of z is equal to 1. If not, the z is equal to 0. Yeah. Okay, so this is the decision made based on the existence of the metallic stuff. Suppose that when the metal is being detected, the z, which is connected to the alarm system, the alarm will be beeping, informing the security check that someone is carrying out a metallic stuff. Yeah. Okay, in the MATLAB, slightly different. There is no bracket required here. Yeah, and then everything we write between the if and the else, will be decided. Yeah, z equal to 1. I think it's precisely identical. Exactly the same. But here there is a curly bracket, a pair, so it is a closing, but there is no closing is required here. So you don't need to do anything here. The if condition is closed by AND. The if is opened by this bracket and closed by this bracket. The else is opened by this bracket and closed by this bracket. In the MATLAB, if, else, and without any bracket at all. This and belongs to while looping. The last one is for looping. Sometimes we need to do something so many times. For instance, I want to do something here 256 times with different condition. Okay, imagine that I want to turn on LED with different brightness starting from 0% up to 100%. Okay, so what I do is that I have to declare integer I starting from 0 up to 255. Yeah. So in the Arduino Uno, on the Arduino Uno, the maximum value we can write analogically on pinout number 11 is 255. Yeah, it is because of the digital to analog converter embedded on it. Yeah, it is a 10 bits digital to analog converter. Yeah, 8 bits. Yeah, 2 power 8 is 256. Yeah, but since we are counting always started from 0, yeah, it ends up at 255. Yeah. Okay, I plus plus means that the value of I is rising or increasing by 1 every time we have completed one single loop. Yeah. Okay, starting from 0 for the first loop, yeah, I is equal to 0, so analog write 0, 11. Yeah, 0 means that the brightness of the Arduino is 0. Yeah, and then we are waiting for 10 milliseconds. The Arduino will be running on the second loop. Yeah, the second loop means that now the I is equal to 1. Yeah, so the Arduino turns on the LED. Yeah, but with very low intensity because the value of Y is just 1 over 255. Yeah, okay. As the I increasing and increasing, yeah, the I will be reaching 255, yeah, where the LED has its maximum brightness. The system will be waiting for 10 seconds, and then the value of I goes back to 0, and the process will be repeated like the beginning. Yeah. Okay, on the MATLAB, J equal to 1 while J equal to 1. So J equal to 1 is a dummy variable allowing the MATLAB to perform endless loop. Yeah. Okay, unlike the C++ language, yeah, on the MATLAB, what we do is writing this for I starting from 0 up to 255. Yeah, and then the command we need is write PWM voltage. A represents the hardware, D11 which digital output we are going to control. I is the brightness of the LED. Yeah, so it determines the voltage generated by digital pinout number 11. The pause is in seconds instead of millisecond, so totally different from this one. Delay 10 millisecond. This one is 0.01 seconds. Yeah, but they are the same actually. Yeah, the difference is on the language only. That's all my presentation. I hope you enjoy this course. Thank you very much and see you again.